Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XIV. Friday I had originally planned that I was gonna stream, but I think I also tweeted about it, but I basically had some neck pain. I think I'd slept weird, and that thing with my neck was also causing me a little bit of a headache. So I just decided not to do a stream that day because I just didn't really feel like it. That's why I didn't do a stream there. Had originally planned to do the MSQ, like the 7.1 MSQ that day, but I'm actually thinking of maybe waiting with doing the MSQ because I have noticed that my game is a little bit laggy, especially when I'm streaming. Anytime I do like bigger things like dungeons and such. So I'm kind of thinking of maybe waiting with the MSQ and the Alliance raid until I basically get a new PC, which I am currently in the process of figuring out what PC to get, because I'm talking to someone who knows about PCs, and I'm trying to basically figure out like which one to get from a store that is somewhat close to me. Hopefully, maybe during the next week, like I would say within the next like 2 to 3 weeks, at least I should have a new PC. So, which will also just be like significantly more powerful than what I have currently. Like I think that one is gonna have like the graphics card is at least gonna be like a 4060 or something like that. Currently I'm running a like 970 or 980. So yeah, hopefully I can get something that's a bit stronger. Like a bit stronger of a PC soon, so I can actually also play some other games without having to worry about like, oh, gonna have to run it at the lowest settings and everything. I think I also mentioned, I think Thursday, which was when I streamed last, that I was maybe gonna do what's it called again? Terraria stream today, but I've actually decided to not do that, partially because of the fact that we have the Pelupelu, but also because I kind of just wanted to play Final Fantasy a bit more than Terraria right now. Still don't have access to the text-to-speech thingy, so yeah, I'm gonna have to read everything aloud, so it might be a bit slower, but if I'm not mistaken, once I have done this quest, I should be able to do 3 more of the daily quests, which is nice because I should have, I had 3 more allowances, and it's gonna reset in around 3 hours and 15-ish minutes, I believe. At least that's how everything should be going, if everything is like it usually has been with these tribal quests. Alright, so let's see. A tentative first tour. You spy a determined glint in Liplu's eyes. Shanna, so good to see you again. Thanks to you, the Turali travel agency is almost ready to open for business. Hey there, Didi. Are you hiding chat to hide secret of Sanya laundry detergent? No, it's more just well, honestly, the way I'm hiding the chat doesn't even really help a whole lot, because it's apparently very easy to undo blurring, but it's mainly just so that to somewhat hide just mainly the chat from the guild I'm in, because sometimes they're a bit degenerate. So I'm just like, yeah, maybe just like hide that a little bit. That's the main reason, honestly. Although I could possibly also just like slap an image over that, because I feel like that's what people usually do. I done with this. Yeah, how are you doing today, Didi? Let's see. The truth be told, we've already taken our first booking, and so soon after we started promoting our services into the Yolal. A momentous occasion indeed. Good, good. Our first customer is I can't figure out how to pronounce that thing. It's basically the Mikodi of Tural, named Zia. Apparently he works for the Wing of Reflection in the capital. He's traveling by alpaca and should arrive any moment now. I'd like you to join me in giving him a warm Kuzma Uka welcome. I've got a few loose ends to tie up here, but I'll join you by the entrance when I'm done. Okay. And over here. Zia, I presume welcome. How was your journey? Well met, Pelupelu. Thanks to my fuzzy friend here, I had a delightful trip. It speaks volumes that your partner with the that you've partnered with the porters to ensure your customers are well cared for. The spectacular place this is. The journey alone has raised my expectations. Such breathtaking views. I've always longed to explore Yogg-Toral, but I lacked the courage to take that first step. So when I heard of your venture, Pelupelu, I couldn't believe my luck. I look forward to seeing what you've got in store for me. You won't soon forget your time here. That's a Turali travel agency guarantee. Well, without further ado, let's get you registered. If you head to the reception, I'll be with you shortly. Have a small favor to ask. Zia has requested a guided tour, and I'd hate for something to happen to our very first guest. Having you keep an eye on things would take the weight off my mind. May I impose upon you to accompany Zia and his guide as they explore the local area? Excellent. Well, I better go and deal with the paperwork. Come and find me when you're ready. So does that just mean like follow them, or do I have to do something special? Just confirm, you booked the Hanu Hanu culture experience, correct? That's right. If I could squeeze in a spot of fishing too, that'd be wonderful. I'm a keen angler in my spare time, you see. Absolutely. In that case, we can stop by Breath Between on our route. But first, I'll give you a thorough tour of our village. Now, customer safety is paramount to the Turali Travel Agency, which is why our special advisor, Shana, will be joining you. You were part of the Dawn Servant's entourage during the Rite of Succession, weren't you? Everyone at the Wing of Reflection knows your exploits well. How reassuring that you will be watching over us. Likewise, it's heartening to have you with us. And on that note, shall we make our way to Volcano? Safe travels. Hope you have a wonderful time. Okay. Would it be faster to just teleport? During the Rite of Succession, Dawn's servant Wuglamat helped us restore the lifting of wings. Ihana, to its former glory. This is the float that was repaired for the festival. Ah, it heard tales, but to see the real thing is something else entirely. I'm starting to get a sense of how important reeds are to the Hanu, not to mention how many different things you use them for. Cooking, construction, the list goes on. Fascinating. Nothing could make me happier than seeing other Turali take an interest in our culture. That alone makes this job worthwhile. Now that you visited Okanu, let's head for Breath Between and see if those fish are biting today. Oh, and in case you were wondering, we even use reeds as bait. Tia's tour is progressing smoothly, and the pair have set off for a spot of fishing in or at Breath Between. Continue to keep an eye on them, ensure that neither come to any harm. Okay. Oh, there's a hunt train, it seems. Here. Maybe not a hunt train, but maybe just like a... Maybe someone just found a hunt mark. It isn't every day you get to cast your line in such beautiful surroundings. I'll be coming back with my own gear, that's for sure. We had no love to feel the wind in our feathers as we fish. It's as though we are cradled by Kisa Sai Kiksa Ihi's divine protection from head to talon. Say, I don't suppose you know of any fishing spots off the beaten path or off the beaten trail. There are a fair few anglers here besides us, and I haven't had a single bite yet. Perhaps cave Kikitola would fit the bill. It's a modest walk away, but the fish are plentiful and one may cast a line in peace and quiet. Sounds perfect. If it's not too much trouble, I'd love to make the trip. My own concern is the fiends, but I also do all I can to accommodate Zia's wishes. Of course, let's make our way there, onward to Cave Kikitola. We're probably gonna have to do some fighting. Seems to enjoy the tour so far, but danger may be afoot. Follow the pair, watch closely. Okay, watch at the designated locations. I need to go inside. Yep. The sound of flowing waters echoes throughout the cave as you scan your surroundings and listen intensely for signs of trouble. Fortunately, no beast reveal themselves to you. It's the same thing. In the darkness, something hungers. A foul presence draws near with murderous designs. Oh, there's another one. Okay, that looks like it did it. What an excellent catch. Thanks for bringing me here. Oh no, the pleasure is all mine. If it pleases you, we can have the cook serve your fish at your next meal. And leftovers may be dried and prepared as a treat for the journey home. Wow, that sounds absolutely lovely. And with that, let us return to Doc Polka. Thank you again for standing watch on our tour. Okay, that was an easy enough quest. Welcome back. Sia and Seli Hali just returned. What a wonderful experience. Not only did I learn about the area and its people, but the tour was tailored to my every whim. This will be the talk of Tuliolal. That said, I couldn't help but notice one glaring flaw. You're aware of what I speak, aren't you, Shana? Did something happen during the tour? Nothing noteworthy, no. The tour itself was uneventful, but I may have had to dispatch a few ravenous fiends. I just said it like this. Indeed, yes. Albeit so swiftly that I never felt as though I was in danger. Dealt with these fiends by yourself. Are you all right? Yeah. There are a few who could have handled the creatures so effortlessly, and that's where the problem lies. One day you may take your leave of the Turali Travel Agency, and they will be hard-pressed to find someone of capable skill. How then is the agency to ensure the safety of future guests, I wonder? True. See what you're saying. Having Shana here with us is truly a blessing, but not a blessing we can rely upon forever. Exactly. Customer safety should be a core pillar of your business. You'll need stronger measures in place to account for any dangers that may arise. should mention that the Ring of Reflection considers tourism to be a vital part of the nation's future. All the more so as we forge ties with foreign powers, promote the exchange of cultures moving forward. Complications notwithstanding, I'm glad I could personally experience the joys of sightseeing. Please don't hesitate to consult with us, so we may iron out any other issues and nurture this industry together in the months and years to come. We should be glad to do so. And may I say that devising a security plan that doesn't require our resident adventurer will be a top priority. I feel ashamed it never crossed my mind that entrusting our safety to Shana alone might be a problem. I'd like to do my part to protect our guests during their stay. I think I speak for all my fellow guides when I say that perhaps our special advisor would be willing to train us. Wonderful idea. Your skill with wind magics is a boon for sure, but your local knowledge and experience dealing with the region's fiends makes you all the more qualified for this duty. Still, to be safe, I propose we assign 2 guides per tour group. That way we alleviate the burden and better guarantees group safety. Though we'll need proper facilities, a place to train and space to house supporting staff, it could amount to quite the expenditure. My inner abacus is clacking away. It's telling me this is a prime investment opportunity, made possible because we identified the problem early. Of course, we're still counting on your help, Shana. There's plenty to be done besides guide training and warding off fiends. We may have welcomed our first customer, but the real test is yet to come. Okay. I guess new facilities have been built. Yep. Training grounds. A new guide training facility has been established at the Turali Travel Agency's base of operations, where candidates may look to your example as they hone their skills. The new policy of assigning 2 guides to each group will ensure none come to harm in your absence. Continue assisting Pelupelu and her associates, and ensure visitors leave refreshed, reinvigorated, and ready to spread the word about Cosma Uka's all-new tourist enterprise. Nice. Can have a pop-up thing with reputation, maybe. Yep. Reputation up. Trusted. You've achieved trust and reputation with the Turali Travel Agency. New Pelupelu Society daily quests are available. Be able to undertake 3 additional quests from Upli as a reputation bonus. Available until daily reset for Allied Society quests. Become available after accepting all current daily. I can buy more stuff. Okay. Yeah, and I have access to 3 reward quests I can do from Upli. Okay, let's see here. So we can get 2 2 new items. We can get either the travel agency, which is probably the stone that's playing right now, or the wind up Pelupelu. Okay. Since I don't want to miss out on rep, we're just gonna grab these really quick. Do those. Makes me think maybe I should have done these as Gunbreaker, since that is the one that I'm trying to do these. What would you call it? Basically using Gunbreaker as kind of my secondary job, because I don't know how to play Gunbreaker as well as Paladin. So I have been kind of doing the dailies on Gunbreaker instead of Paladin. Yeah, might as well just get Paladin up a little bit further. I'm almost at the location. As per usual, I'm not gonna read any of the quest texts for these dailies, because most of them are kind of just not something that people usually worry too much about. I don't think any of these like dailies I've ever read any of the quest texts, because it's like, okay, yeah, just quickly do them because I can do them like so many different times. Okay. And then back to Ubli. It's around like 2.1 million that I should be getting in terms of XP. Oh, almost 2 million. 1.9. I'm curious. How many times would I have to do quests? Let's see. 720 minus 180. Divided then by, I guess, 180. Alright, 3 more days. So that means on Tuesday evening I should be able to basically do the next quest. Gonna have to see if I can actually do a quest or do a stream that day, but we'll see. Also, can I buy all of the items now? No, I think I'm gonna be missing like 2. Yep. 2 of these. So I'll just get the minion. And that was all the Pelupelu stuff, so I guess we'll get on to the, I guess, kind of main thing that I was thinking of doing today, and that is the healer role quests. Because I kind of want to get started on the role quests, so I can hopefully first off just finish up like all the role quests for Dawn Trail. Essentially just so that I can do the, like, have that stuff cleared out, kind of. But also so I can hopefully soon get my combat mentor crown back. Not because I'm really like going out of my way to do a whole lot of mentoring. I usually don't have it shown. Right now I do have the crafted one shown, but that's a little more comfortable with that one at least. I don't think it has as much of a stigma tied to it. But yeah, I kind of want to get the combat one so I can hopefully somewhat soon also unlock mentor roulette again, so I can start working more towards that achievement. Alright, so thinking of going with Light Mage. Let me actually just hide the eye bind thingy, I don't know what to call it. And you've got the best gear that I have currently. I'm actually not sure. How do I actually start the role quest? I'm pretty sure it's this guy. I'll quickly look that up just to be safe. Okay, yeah, it is uncouth customers. Doing that will unlock all the quest givers. Okay. Shana, I was wondering when you'll be along. Not a moment too soon either. I've got an urgent job that needs doing. There's no one else I'd entrust with it. Of course, you'll be wanting to know details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there? I'll join you shortly. Okay. I'm curious. Oh, that's one thing minstrel there. That's probably gonna unlock the okay, what is that trial called? Interfoes. It's gonna unlock an Interfoes Extreme, I believe. Now that we are all settled, allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Baruch Evu, proprietor of... I'm not even gonna bother trying to say that. I have no idea how to pronounce that. As you know, my establishment is open to everyone, or to anyone. People hailing from across Tural and sometimes further come here to whet their appetite in this lake. I think it's like their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix into my motley patrons, and therein lies the rub. A particularly rotten bunch was here not long ago. Sitting just over there, in fact, and having a conversation most foul. Thank you all for coming here, so far from your respective homes. That looks like it's 5 different people. Is it gonna be the 5 people we are dealing with during the role quests? Elegantly dressed woman. As this is the first time we've all gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am. Welcome, welcome. Will you be having... could we have a moment, please? We're in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Ah, yes. I am up Yahi. If you are sitting here now, it is because I have personally invited you to the passage of the Unbound, my secretive, villainous order with ambitions to sow discord throughout the world. Villains do not often call themselves such. Nor do secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. Yeah? What do you know? Your snide remarks only ruin my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think of a subtle or a suitable slogan, you would understand the words that words are everything. I digress. I invited you all here for one reason, to throw the world into a mire of discord, and then watch its nations crumble. What else would we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who've dared to mock and belittle me. So long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. That's it weird that they would be meeting like in essentially a bar, like in the middle of like just a random country, because it kind of feels like they might not be from Tural. A grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our sides, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say that you're right. At present we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fist against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. In doing so, we shall become unbound. Like the birds soaring up above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies black. But sometimes the skies become treacherous with clouds, and even birds must rest. You speak of fighting strength. Is that why we're here, to look for it? If so, then I pledge my aid. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. The tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tural. Across this continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Did you say artifacts? Oh, I sense an adventurous hunt for instruments of devious devilry ahead. My imagination is overflowing with images of new forms my trickery might take. I dare say the world is not ready. Yes, well, to get to the heart of the matter, the objects are held by the I can't figure out how to pronounce that. Disparate. I feel like that's not a word I've ever seen. Disparate. Tribes which make their homes in the Turali continent, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matters not. each contains the essence of fearsome beasts called Tural Viteral. And with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. We shall take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine nations far and wide. That means the means by which you each choose to do so, I leave in your hands. I only ask that you do not disappoint. I take it there are no questions. Then the passage of the Unbound open up onto the world. We begin at once. Okay, so I'm guessing that the era is going to be somewhat part in everything, or she's going to be part of the final quest thing, and then each of those are the ones that we didn't see are partages of one of the bullet quests. They didn't order a single thing. That's the long and short of it. What do you think? They might lack discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. Without ordering anything, villainous indeed. We're going with that one. It's right there in their name. They're unbound from by manners and respect, and won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like. With that nod. Of course, we had a duty to report what we heard to the land guard. We did, but it didn't make a damn difference, because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering a stolen relic. Then another came with the same story, then another, and so on. By the time we realized the passage of the Unbound was a real threat, they had one and all made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. Each tribe has sent one of their own to recover what was lost, but being in strange lands, they are at a disadvantage. That's why I'd been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Now, I know you have business in Tural, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. But if you could take the time to hear Ral Majun out, you'll be doing a service to many who could really use a helping hand. So I guess talk to her, and she will either send us to either give us all the quests, or send us to someone we need to talk with. There's a chance that some of the people here might be the actual, like, quest givers. I think she might introduce us to all of them. Greetings, allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable. Greetings, Ral Majun. At the risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask, have there been any developments you might share? nuisance? Why, perish the thought. You've come just in time. In fact, none other than the vaunted Shana has agreed to aid in this, or to aid to the search. Finally, a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in wicked hands, our home shall know no peace. To say nothing of the danger they pose to other nations, if these thieves really do intend to stir up chaos across the sea, then you had better depart on the next ship. But before you do, it might be proper to introduce you to those who have come to Tuliolal in search of aid. Loasenikwe here comes from a village far to the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relic, so she requests a stout protector, someone they can lean upon when times are darkest. I'm guessing a tank. The heirloom that Yipin, something like that, must recover afflicts terrible melodies upon its victims. He seeks someone who commands great healing magics to counteract this effect. So that's the guy we're going to be talking with today. The search for Shashipya's tribe treasure has been entrusted to a peerless hunter. It requires someone to act as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes deadly aim, so melee DPS, ranged DPS I'm guessing. And lastly there is Zui, who knows little about her people's ancient artifact, aside that it must not fall into the wrong hands. Oh, she's the caster one. She sees a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery, and he's the last one. Physical ranged, guessing. Aren't you forgetting someone? Rahulja, your crisis is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself. Rahulja hails from further south than even Mamuk, has traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down their prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effects of his village's treasure. Did I get that right? Indeed. I do get so forgetful in my old age. Thank you, Ral Majun. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Hopefully that can be you, Shana. Of course, I'll share all that I know on the matter. You need only ask. And know that I will not hold it against you should you choose to assist only those whom your talents are best suited. As long as you do what you can, people of Tural, and maybe even further, will be in your debt. Guessing that each of them is gonna basically make us go to a specific city-state, I'm guessing. You have gained access to the role quest for Dawn Trail. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. Speak with the people of Tural. Gathered in and assist them with recovering their stolen treasures. Okay. We got melee, physical ranged, tank. Hey, that was mage over there. That was tank. And healer. Someone just got to reach for the apex. That is the caster one. That's that person right there that got that. Okay. In the sting of things. What business do you have with me? Ah, my apologies. You were Baruch Evu's guest, were you not? I'm European, and I have journeyed far from the northern valleys of Sectoral to reach this grand city. Tell me, traveler, what is your name? Rest assured, I shall remember it. A shame that we must meet under these unfortunate circumstances. My village's prized possession was among the treasures stolen by the passage of the Unbound. It is known as the heartstring, and the soul of a Tourette scorpion, one of the Tural Vidral, is sealed within. The creature once turned its prey, once hunted its prey using an array of toxins produced within its body, and what a menace to all. Those granted the heartstrings gift may wield this fearsome power as they see fit. We will leave the thieves already taken it across the oceans to Eorzea, and it will doubtless wreak havoc in the wrong hands. Thus I seek a healer to remedy any harm wrought by the heartstrings toxins in that faraway land. I won't mince words. You are precisely the sort of woman I seek, and we must act quickly to avoid the worst. Will you lend us your aid? I don't expect any miracles. Ending those in need is what I do. Also, I can see we're getting ads in around 4-ish minutes. You have my gratitude. To the matter at hand, then. While I was making inquiries here in Tuligolal regarding the thieves' whereabouts, some Eorzean merchants told me a rather intriguing tale. Specifically, those returning from Limsa bring fell tidings. Tales of able-bodied men and women suddenly losing their vision. An all too familiar account, as the heartstring allows mastery over all manner of poisons, including those that inflict temporary blindness. A great deal of training is required to properly utilize the scorpion's gifts, but the blinding toxin is one of the simplest to wield. It seems to me the brigands are the masterminds of these strange incidents, harnessing the treasure's power for their own various ends. Luash Kana, the village elder's daughter, makes for Limsa in pursuit of the heartstring. I intended to sail with her, but my foot was badly injured by a strange mechanical ball during the thieves' ambush. Loash Kana insisted I remain here to recover, and she would not take no for an answer. I must ask that you cross the sea in my stead, provide Loash Kana your aid. Considering that our enemy wields deadly poisons, the danger is too great for her to face alone. Based on when she departed, I presume she's arrived at her destination by now. She boarded a merchantman captain by a woman named Baldrida, who is primarily based in Limsa. She may be able to help you locate Loash Kana. Okay, I guess we're off to Limsa then. Alright, we're gonna teleport there, and I'm just gonna do a few things while we wait for the ads to finish. Actually, I could also just start the ad right now and just do a few things like checking my retainer and so on, and make my way over to it, to the location, instead of waiting like a minute. So yeah, let's do that. Gonna run the 30-minute ads, and then we'll be back. if it wants to start. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I need to check my retainers because I saw earlier before we started the Pelupelu stuff that my retainers had returned. This is something that I really hope I can like get around once I actually get myself a new PC. It's just the whole like slow ass loading when I go anywhere, especially Limsa. Like right now you can see it's not loading my retainer, and there's even a chance that it's just gonna straight up fail. Yep, unable to commence cutscene. It literally couldn't load it because of how long it took. There we go. Alright, so we need to make our way all the way down there. I think I might as well just run just to spend a little bit more time. So yeah, there's still around like a minute left of the ads, so might as well just walk there. There they are. Still around like 45 minutes or 45 seconds, not minutes. 45 minutes of ads would be absolutely insane. I feel like I don't even know if that's even like a possible thing to do. Just gonna check a little bit of stuff on my phone while we wait. Okay, looks like ads are over. So I just, for those who had to watch ads, I just quickly checked my retainer and made my way over here. So let's talk with you. I'm Blood Bleeder, and if you were planning to sell your healing services to me and my crew, don't. My ship ain't setting sail for a short while. Yeah, looking for a Turali woman named Rawashkana. Hey, she made the crossing with us. Trying to retrieve some sort of treasure, as I recall. Told her Hawker's Alley was her best bet for the latest chatter. She may find her wandering thereabouts. Keep an eye out for a Hurden lass with a red or in a red tunic, carrying a spear on her back. She can't have gone too far. Okay. I honestly love the new dash that White Mage has. Also, apparently in the latest patch, they updated Asuna, apparently, to be an instant cast, which is actually kind of nice. Because before you need to like do a whole cast time for it. Now you can just like, of course it doesn't show now because of the fact that it's laggy as shit for me due to Yeah, my PC. It's doing nothing. There's like, I'm not even moving now. I think this kind of shows how badly I need a new PC. If this is happening. Like, there is so much lag for me sometimes in certain areas. Okay, let's talk to Washkana. Oh, hello there, stranger. Can I help you? Nupini sent you to help, did he? Seeing as I've hit something of a dead end, your timing couldn't be better. I suppose proper introductions are in order. Then I am Luash Kana of Saktoral, and you are? Pleasure to meet you, Shana. With that, we are strangers no longer. I'm not sure how much Nupini already told you, but I assume you'll want to hear more about the day of the theft. Our father and Nupini had just set a trap using one of Heartstring's toxins, and were on their way to return the treasure to its resting place. But an evil presence stirred in the wilds that night. Mechanical dolls with great glowing eyes leapt from the shadows and gravely wounded them both. I'm guessing it's the Sure woman with, I think it was Sure woman at least, with the mammoth. It's probably the one we're dealing with here. One of them both. My father survived the encounter, thankfully, but he was unable to give chase and convalesces now in my home village. Culprit's faces eluded him in the darkness, but he heard two voices, a woman and a man and a woman's. He recognized neither, so we're certain they aren't from our village. Whoever those two were, they must have been the ones controlling the dolls before making off with the heartstring. Ukavuk said they're part of the passage of the Unbound, but I'm afraid that's all I know of the culprits. Still, that may change if I can ascertain the course of the recent blinding incidents that have occurred here. Unfortunately, I haven't had much luck asking around. The thought of addressing even one person here is, well, overwhelming. When you're from a remote village like mine. The few I've attempted to speak with were too busy to even listen in the first place. You, on the other hand, look ready to take on the world, or at least the city. I'm sorry to ask this of you so soon after we've met, but could you help me gather the latest hearsay at the markets? Yeah. Many things. I'll search the quieter districts for clues in the meantime and hopefully not get myself lost along the way. Okay, I don't remember if it was a her woman or if it was actually a man, because I'm thinking there is a chance that the era that was there, that was the like mastermind, that she might have been part of all of these quests in some way, but is partnered up in each of them with one of those different people. The recent chaos in the markets. I'm told the Yellow Jackets have been thoroughly investigating the matter in cooperation with the Adventurers Guild. If you're in a hurry, there's a Yellow Jacket making her rounds by way of the Fisherman's Guild. Should be a good one to ask. Okay, so Fisherman's Guild is a place to go. I think that person over there is also doing the quest. Blinding Instance. Yeah, I know of him. Started with some bad fruit at a stall in Olger's Alley. A few bites in, and folk suddenly go writhing on the ground like beached sea serpents, claiming they can't see a bloody thing. I don't blame them for raising hells with the shopkeep neither. Poor sods couldn't move an ilm till the treatment given they could see properly. Shopkeep was rightly furious about the whole deal. Took it up with his longtime supplier. Escalated into a real spectacle, it did. Turns out the same problem was occurring at other stalls and with fruit from different suppliers, so it don't make sense to pin the blame on individual sellers if the whole supply chain's tainted. Even now, nobody knows what's causing it. Grim business, I tell you. Okay. And a rose. Well, yes, I know about the blinding incidents. I experienced it firsthand. I was rather peckish, so I purchased some fruit from a local stall and took a few bites on my way home. But before I knew it, my vision went dark. I stood there shaking and crying, terrified of what would happen if the darkness never faded. I thought I was alone until I heard a woman nearby howling with laughter. Fortunately, I didn't suffer for long. The passing adventure cured my sight with Asuna, and I went about the rest of my day as though nothing happened, but I haven't been able to look at the fruit the same way since. Investigation of Hawker's Alley has proven successful, but you sense there's more to be found. Seek out the Yellow Jacket on patrol, who may have further details on the blinding incidents. Okay. That might be faster to just teleport down to the Fisher's Guild. So let's be good. You're Shanama Jula, aren't you? The Shanama Jula. It's an honor to meet the realm's vaunted hero up close. Is there aught I can assist you with? You hear all sorts on my rounds, so if it's information you're after, you've come to the right person. Oh yes, these serial blindings. They're causing a terrible ruckus around here. You know, a woman in red came this way a few moments ago to ask about the very same. I take it you two are acquainted? Ha, I thought so. As I told her, another incident was reported yesterday morning. The victim bought fruit from a local vendor, took a few bites, then temporarily lost all vision. Same as the rest. The vendor in question was last seen in the south of the Octant, so I'm headed there next to follow their trail. You're welcome to join me if it'll help your investigation. Okay. I don't think I've ever gone up this way. Oh. He's paralyzed. We've got to do something. But I've no talent for healing magics, and I don't have any spine drops on me either. Perhaps Asuna might do the trick. I casted Asuna on him, and I guess there was too many things loading. I'm healed? I'm healed. Oh, thank the 12, and thank you a lot, of course. Excellent work, Shauna. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I owe you my thanks as well. Now, I hate to ruin the mood, but I'll need to report to my superiors. Could you tell me what transpired here before we found you, sir? It was awful. Just awful, I tell you. Was walking home after another arduous day at work, minding my own business, when a Lalafelian merchant suddenly called out to me. "You, my good man, look exhausted," he said. "Why not soothe your weary spirit and fill your empty belly with one of the realm's sweetest apples? You've earned it. Nay, you deserve it." It was a tempting sales pitch, but I wasn't keen to gamble on potentially cursed fruit. Sensing my apprehension, he proudly declared his merchandise safe to eat. Sounded sincere enough. Even took a bite of the apple himself. "No tainted fruit here," he boasted. "Just normal, honest God's produce." Sold me the apple at a reasonable discount, and all seemed well. That is, until I took my first bite and numbness spread through my body like wildfire. I collapsed onto the ground, struggling to speak a single word. The vendor and his fruit had suddenly betrayed me, yet I knew not how. That vendor's a mammoth, I'm almost certain of it, so it wouldn't affect it. As I fell, a woman's shrill laughter echoed from a few yards away, and the vendors soon followed. I never saw the woman for myself, what with the whole not being able to move suddenly, or move business, but between her laughing fits, she made mentions of a heartstring or some such. "Oh, you poor dear, and this woman you mentioned, you're positive she spoke the word heartstring?" "As surely as the wind blows. For a mercy, neither she nor her vendor friend tried to steal my belongings, but they've certainly stolen my dignity. I hope those conniving charlatans get what's coming to them." This is dangerous fruit we're dealing with. First blindness, now paralysis. First things first, I must escort this man home. If you have a mind to pursue the perpetrators further, then have care out there, all right? I'm just waiting for stuff to load in, because the quest is supposed to be ending here. Hey, PC, can you get a move on and load? Okay, hey, dipshit, why are you loading that person over there and not the things right around me? Thank you. Sometimes I am surprised that Square has made the loading system for this so fucking bad. Load the NPCs around me first, you fucking moron. Like, that is the thing I don't understand. Why the fuck doesn't the game start loading in players over here? Load in the NPCs. I don't give a fuck about the players over, the 300 or so players standing over near the Aetherite. Load the NPC near me. I feel like it's not that difficult to do. Like, just make it so that, oh yeah, load from my starting position outward. Seems fucking ridiculous that they do it some other way. There's no doubt about it then. Our thieves are at large, right here in Limsa Lominsa. The blinding toxin is simple enough to master, but it's unsettling how quickly they've learned to inflict paralysis as well. Just don't see what purpose this all serves. Were you able to learn anything of their motives? So they take pleasure in their victims' pain, but nothing more. At least, nothing more that we know of. Whatever their true aim may be, we must discover it quickly before more victims suffer at their hands. A hunter must adapt to their environment. They wish to snare their prey, but I have so much to learn about this place. Still, I've tracked them this far, which is a good start. For the time being, I'd like to petition those officers in yellow for their for any new information they've acquired on the heartstrings whereabouts. When we come across any promising leads, I hope I can count on your support again. We'll just continue causing problems on purpose. Say, Shana, can you spare a moment? I'll try to start on a positive note then. The good news is that there's been no further incidents involving poison fruit. I should be happy about that, but it's not exactly convincing or conducive to tracking down our thieves. Despite my best attempts, my investigations are at a standstill. Shana. Bringing news from the Coral Tower. A Lalfellian man, matching the description of the fruit vendor, has been leaving the city with a Huron woman. It seems they were making for Airport. We've increased patrols of late, so if I had to guess, the culprits are finding it harder to operate within the city. Seems we've forced them to withdraw for the time being. Airport, you say? That's on this island, isn't it? Yes, that's right. It's possible to go on foot, but the ferry by the Fishermen's Guild can take you straight there. While we Yellowjackets may continue to keep an eye on things here, it's reassuring to know an adventurer of Shana's caliber is on the case. If you plan to pursue these subjects, Elport's your best bet. That said, I should get back to work. It was an honor to meet you and your friend Shana. Safe travels to you both, and give those crooks a good thrashing for me. The city's protectors place so much trust in your abilities. I'm lucky to have you on my side. When I first set sail for Eorzea, I feared I'd never see the heartstring again, but we're one step closer to bringing it home. In any event, we'd best find our way to the port town before the pair of troublemakers defile another fruit supply. I'll go on ahead and take the ferry. Meet me in Elport once you are ready. And I'm just gonna teleport. Didn't even do any of the effects or the sounds because it's loading. This is one of the reasons why I absolutely fucking hate being in Limsa. It's 100% just because of how slow my PC is, that it takes forever for it to load anything. Granted, Gridania doesn't help really either, because sometimes there's a shit ton of people there as well, which also just slows down things so much. But at the very least, Gridania isn't as bad as Limsa, because Limsa is filled with people always. There you are, Shana. You're a welcome sight among such unfamiliar scenery. The ferry skipper was eager to teach me all about this area on the right here, so I believe I have a general idea what's what. Wouldn't want to lose my bearings on a hunt this important. asked him about our merchants, but he said he hadn't seen a pair like that. Skipper did mention another merchant, though, once who's well versed in the comings and goings of his fellow traders. If anyone is cited our unlikely duo, it's him. Let's hope it's enough to put us on the culprit's trail again. The merchant we seek should be peddling his wares by the gates to Skull Valley. So let's start there. Okay. Yeah, can I help you? Lalafelian and her traveling together. I've spied them, though I'd never seen them before. They certainly made an impression. They sold some potions and elixirs to pair fresh-faced adventurers on the cheap, from what I could tell. If those merchants really are our culprits, then those potions are most likely tainted with toxins. Toxins, you say? That don't bode well. The adventurers who brought them, a marauder named Yislum and a conjurer named Sirik, are left for their next job. Said they are escorting one of the local farmers over to Swift Purge. Good lads, the two of them. They've been making life easier for the small folk here ever since they have arrived, and I'd hate to see something happen to them. Someone needs to warn them about those potions right quick. Leave that to us. Swift Purge is to the southeast of here. Yes, let's find them before the potions take hold. Poisons, I guess. Okay, so search for them and defeat any enemies that threaten them. Yep, mammoths. Can't stop these last hiccups. Please, you must aid this person. Few thanks to the gods you found us when you did. Those potion sellers must have swindled us. One draught of elixir was all it took to send Sirik into the most furious fit of hiccups I've ever seen. Poor bastard couldn't cast a single spell. Who are you calling a poor bastard? If the heartstrings toxins are at work here, we should be able to cleanse them with Asuna, just like last time. Sorry, did you say... Oh, solid. We'll have plenty of time to chat after Sirik stops hiccuping up a storm. I had to ask more of you, but if you could cast Asuna on my partner, it'll be much appreciated. There you go. Kinda nice to actually have to use Asuna a lot more. I can speak again. You have my thanks. Bloody hells. First we waste our hard-earned money on poisoned potions, and now there are killer mammoths on the loose. What's the world coming to? Who goes there? Show yourself. Oh me, oh my. Our spell-wielding friend is sharp of eye. You are the fraud from Aleport. Why yes, and watching your scrawny compatriots suffer was the highlight of our evening. I admit the poisons were meant to silence him, but hiccups, it was comedy at its finest. Perhaps the elixir reacted with the venom. Regardless, we've had our fill of fun from the assaults, so I shan't complain. Venom? Then you must be the thieving cowards from the Passage of the Unbound. Oh, my sweet fairy apple, you know us? I suppose that means we're famous. I can't believe it. Oh, who am I kidding? Yes, I can. Indeed, I am the Passage of the Unbound's alchemist extraordinaire, the illustrious Ilaretzi? I don't know. And I'm so very, very pleased to make your acquaintance. Kuku Noah at your service, Ilaret's helping hand and master of mammoths. Your garb is ever so familiar to me, my dear. Ah, don't tell me you hail from that little village in Tural, don't you? My goodness, you must have come a long way. How was the voyage? Enjoying the sights? Enough. You've got a lot of explaining to do, starting with the reason you took the heartstring. Is this part of your organization's grand scheme? Well, the apple bites back. 'Tis true that my unbound compatriots harbor lofty ambitions, yes, but I have no interest in overthrowing nations. I merely crave the mires of chaos they've promised me. I aim to bring more laughter to this dreary world, one mischief and a few handy potion or poisons at a time. Kokonoa and I are having oodles of fun expanding our repertoire of toxic treats. Yet there's no greater kill to our thrills than a healer who can whisk our hard work away. Unless, of course, I master a toxin even she can't cure. Oh, I do love a challenge. Now, I hate to leave you, my dears, but our work here is done, and we've a busy schedule ahead of us. Mammoths to mend, venomous misdeeds to master. Ta-ta for now. No, wait, damn you. Ah, that stench. Smells like a corpse just shat itself. This odor is too much to bear. Take me home to the 12's wood. Wisdom, the air is clearer there. Oh no, don't you dare give out on me, Sirik. You've still a job to do. We must have kept our client waiting we mustn't keep our client waiting any longer, but we're in your debt. Thank you again for everything, Miss Nuashkana and the Sirishana. Take care of each other out there. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't react to the name Shana, because if they're adventurers, I feel like the Adventurers Guild must have like a lot of stories about like, hey, yeah, so there's this start of adventure that started like, I think in terms of like timeline, like within the last year and a half or something like that, I think story-wise, who basically just has done so much shit, like freed countries and so on. Like, I feel like the Adventurers Guild must have like a lot of stories about the War of Light. Much as I'd like to track down the Unbound, I know better than to tread further into their territory without a plan. For now, I think it's best we return to Limbs of Lominsa. Back to Limsa. I think there should be around like 3 more quests to do, because this was level, or maybe not 3. Let's see, this was, we've done level 90, 92 now, so that means 94 is next. 6. Yeah, there should be 4 more quests then. Oh my god, the emote doesn't even start. Can't even do anything because of the game being so fucking slow to load. Come on! Oh my god, I hate when it does this. Fucking load, you piece of shit. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for the support back there. Shana, the sooner truly does work wonders. That Illeretta, I can't stop thinking about what she said. My blood boils knowing that this is all some sort of sick game to her. How dare you, or how dare she toy with the heartstring for her own amusement? Honestly, even the youngest children in my village have more sense. Still, we did make progress. Now that the villains have revealed themselves, it'll be easier to give chase when they choose to make their next move. In the case, I'll keep you apprised of any news, or of the latest news. As soon as I hear it, we'll be back to the hunt before long. Living among the deadly? Okay. Oh, it's you, Shana. You'll have to forgive the dour mood. I don't understand it. How is it that Illeretta and Kokonoa can so grandiously reveal their names and identities, yet I remain unable to track them down? I've been following the latest hearsay, but I haven't had much luck. Not a soul seen them since the incident with Wisdom and Serik. But that's not to say I've given up entirely. Now that I know I'm on their trail, or now that they know I'm on their trail, I suspect they've been using my unfamiliarity with this island to their advantage. I dare say they're lying low outside the city. That's why I propose a trip to Moraby Dry Docks. Folks here often speak of it, but I've yet to go there myself, so it seems as good a place as any. If you're game, I'll meet you there. Okay. I don't see Alpha and Omega here. Okay. Ah, there you are, Shana. While I was waiting for you, this fellow came asking for help. Sorry to trouble you, but my little brother's gone missing, and I could use a hand finding him. And great, someone is now starting to, it sounds like drill or something. I don't know if it's audible, really, but someone's drilling now, so hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. He said he wanted to see the see the ships I've made. So I started showing him around, but the next thing I knew, he was gone. Lad's probably got himself lost. Oh, that poor dear. I know we still have the heartstring to consider, but I'd like to search for this man's brother. If that's alright with you. Much appreciated. I'm sure we'll find him all the faster with your help. You have me thanks. Me brother wouldn't say boo to a goose, so I doubt he'd leave the dogs on his own. He's got a mob over right here, like mine, so you'll know him when you see him. Keep an eye out. I know you're itching to search for him as well, but could I ask you to wait here in case he comes back? Split up so we can cover more ground. Good luck. Okay. That was easy. Scared, where are you? Huh? You're here to take me back to my brother? Found the little one, Shanna. I'm so glad he's safe. I just wanted to see the ships my brother was working on. I thought I could see him better from higher up, but I lost my way. Sounds like you had quite the adventure. But you were very brave today, so I'll tell you a secret. Even grown-ups get lost. I have an awful time learning my way around somewhere new, even with a map. Really? Guess I'm not the only one. Smile. I would like to see those. Now, your brother's very worried about you, so can you promise me you won't go wandering off on your own again? Promise? I should say sorry to my brother too. Let's take him back then. Okay. Your lifesavers, both of you. You deserve a proper reward, but I ain't got much to offer at the moment. Oh, we're in no need of coin. Just some information if you have it. Have you seen a Huron woman and a Lalafelian man around the docks in recent days? One is an alchemist and the other a goldsmith. They'd likely have a few mammoths with them as well. If not, have you heard any rumors of food or drink that causes ailments when you consume them? Blindness or numbness, perhaps? Afraid I haven't seen or heard anything of anyone like that. Sorry I couldn't be of more help to you. That's alright. Knowing they haven't been around the docks is equally helpful. Well, that's good at least. I'll be praying to the navigator you both find who you're looking for. In a road, the two of us ought to be heading home. Thanks again for everything. Good fortune and safe travels to you both. Still no word of the Unbound, but at least we could help those brothers. Children often let their curiosity guide them, which means they'll naturally wander off on their own adventures. I don't blame that man for worrying as much as he did. He seems to know a lot about caring for children. It tells me you speak from personal experience. Let's go with that one. I do, in fact. I'm the oldest sibling in my family. I can't tell you how many times I've had to search for my brothers and sisters when they were growing up. Now that I think of it, I've barely ever told you about my family, or my village, or anything really. I'd be happy to share a few stories if you'd like. The ocean view here is beautiful, so we may as well enjoy the scenery and relax a bit. Okay. My people hail from the northern valleys of Saktural. We're a close-knit community of hunters, for the most part. Children are given spears, well, practice ones before they've even learned to walk, and we hone our tracking skills from a very young age. Is it that surprising? It seems second nature to me. But then again, I have encountered my fair share of surprises here as well. Our village rests in a veritable sea of poisonous plants and animals, so the slightest injury on a hunt can prove deadly. Thus, we believe it's prudent to begin our training as early as possible. Yet no matter how skilled we might become, accidents are inevitable, and the heartstrings proves vital to our survival. Not only does it produce poison, it cleanses it as well. In the right hands, it can dispel some of the deadliest natural toxins known to mankind. It even purifies the beasts we hunt. In fact, our diet consists of highly poisonous or highly venomous creatures, ones that would normally kill a grown adult if ingested. The heartstring allows us to lead a quiet, peaceful life in lands that where others dare not tread. It always has. I suppose that's why I never imagined someone like Illaretta would take that away from us. When I left, our village food stores were well stocked, but I can't bear the thought of my younger brothers and sisters going hungry. I must return the heartstring as soon as I can, for their sakes. We used to bring back their smiles and make them feel safe again, just as we did for that young boy. In any case, thank you for listening. Thinking of home puts me in good spirits. As long as I remember who and what I'm here for, I'll be alright, I know it. But I've kept you long enough. I think it's time we made our way back to Limsa Lominsa, don't you? Was that it for the quest? Yeah, that was it for the quest. Okay, that was a quick one. Okay, game, seriously? You had problems loading in this teleport animation there. We were in Mulberry Dry Docks. There's no one here. I mean, there have been times where there's like a large pile of people over by where the island sanctuaries drop you out because they got K for being AFK, but still, I don't think a lot of people have gone to their island sanctuaries in like months at this point, since it has not been updated in a long ass time. Okay, please load her faster. Please just load her in game. Like, it seems absolutely ridiculous to not like have a sort of like priority system in the game for this sort of stuff, where it's like, okay, any vendor or any NPC that we can interact with, especially quest NPCs, load those before anything else. Like, load those before any other NPCs. Then load in like different things just based on like how far we are from things. Because it's fucking annoying having to wait for some of these things to load in. Especially big for me with my shitty PC. That was a much needed reprieve, but we'll need to plan our next move or our next destination, and soon. Well now, fancy meeting you here. It's good to see you two again. Preparation to Limbs of the Winter. Nothing important, really. Just a bit of restocking before our next job. But we happened to spot you along the way. Didn't want to miss the opportunity to greet our heroes. Our client arrived to Swift Perch in one piece, thanks to your timely assistance. Indeed. While I regret that you had to see us in such a pitiable state, we're both grateful for your aid. Last we met, you spoke of pursuing those two charlatans, did you not? Yes, that's right. They've stolen a precious heirloom from my village, so I'm doing everything in my power to return it to its rightful place. So that's the way of it. Bombastic as those two were, we've not seen hide nor hear of them in Ailport since. No word of any incidents like ours either. But I have a feeling they won't stay in the shadows for long. If we sniff out any suspicious incidents while we are out and about, we'll keep you informed. I won't say no to some extra pairs of eyes around the island. I've made my base of operations here in the city, so if you hear even a peep about poisoning, you know where to find us. Okay, so I guess those two are gonna be helping out. Well, we may not have found any leads on Illoret, but I'm glad we had a chance to chat. And with Wisdom and Zarek on our side, things are looking up. For now, I'll keep in touch with our newfound allies. Should I hear any news on our culprit, I'll be sure to let you know. Okay. Okay, you can do the swap over so I can accept the quest. Okay, game. God fucking damn it. Load, you piece of shit! Let me do the quest, you fucker! Load! Thank you! Taste of a toxic paradise. Why does that remind me of a song? Hold on. Hold on. Why does that make me think of Britney Spears' Toxic? Okay. It's almost the same. In the song Toxic, she has a lyric that is with a taste of a poison paradise. Taste of a toxic paradise. They just changed the lyrics, or what the lyrics were basically for this one. There are some times where I notice where I get the references. Okay, so Shana, am I glad to see you? I just received word from Wisdom and Zarek. Our culprits have finally been spotted. It seems the thieves Headed for Upper Lanosia. I offered to make my way there as soon as I could. Wisdom and Sarek said I should hang back for now. Once they've gathered enough information, they'll be heading back to Airport. Let's go and see what news they have to share. Okay, off to Airport then. And hopefully we can end the next few conversations before the ads start, which are in around 4.5 minutes. Nope, otherwise I'm gonna have to snooze them. No sign of Wisdom and Sarek yet. I don't mean to assume the worst, but I admit I'm a bit worried. I knew I should have insisted on going. I don't want them injured. On my behalf, I say we head out and find them. Miss Duashkana, terrible sorry for the delay. Wisdom, Sarek, thank goodness. How did you fare out there? You found Loretta and Kokonoa? Yes. Well, we found them alright, but it didn't take long for them to find us. We were set upon by Kokonoa's mammoths. His mechanical menagerie greatly outnumbered us and may very well have been our end. That's by mammoths. Isn't an ideal way to go, mind you, so our retreat was our only option. Cowardly though it might sound, we needed to ensure we could keep you aware of the culprits' whereabouts. Before they spotted us, they were stuffing their little metal army into a skiff bound for Camp Bronze Lake. And mark my words, they're plotting something new. Of course, it's entirely possible they seek a quiet route to eastern Lanosia and wish to bypass Bronze Lake instead, but a thorough search of the camp would be wise. Alas, the enemy you face is far beyond our capabilities, so this is as far as Wisdom and I will be able to go. I'm sorry we couldn't provide more decisive information. Honestly, I should be the one apologizing. You've risked your life and limb for me already. I never meant to push you past your limits. In Dwelland, we're as eager to bring those criminals to justice as you. Indeed, we shall, at least, take pride in knowing we could point you in the right direction. But we should take our leave for now. Wisdom and I ran most of the way here, and I think I speak for both of us when I say we could use a comfortable chair and a hearty meal. Not can gainsay your strength, my friends, but I beg you not to underestimate that of our foe. Go well, and may your determination guide you to victory. Camp Bronze Lake. The ferry skipper spoke of the place my first time here. We should hurry and seek passage before Loretta and Kokonoa elude us again. I am thinking I'm just gonna start the ads right now, then make my way over to quest location. So I'll see you guys in like 3-ish minutes. At least once the ads start. Alright, there we go. Alright. Okay, Bronze Lake. You know what? Since it's actually gonna have to like spend 3 minutes, I might as well just fly there. And I don't want to listen to that music. Sure, we can go with this one. I don't really know why, but for some reason I both like and also hate what's this place called again? Upper Lanosia. I like it because it has like this unique like giant lake that you can't really cross unless you either use the ferry docks or you teleport, or if you want to just cross you need to like fly potentially. I kind of hate it because it's kind of annoying to get around. It's very big and there's only one teleport location, but I also kind of like it because it's just unique in a way. Also, another thing about it, I still have there should be a quest here that I guess I don't see. Maybe it's a quest line that I would have to do. Yeah, I know that there's a quest around here. At least I think it's in this area where I can where you basically help Godbird some stuff. So who are you? Oh, they have information about the hunt marks. Ah, I didn't even know that there was something like that. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for the ads to finish, which they should in around 10-ish seconds. Alright, I think ads should be done now, so let's continue. That looks like a slightly more animated cutscene. A lovely camp. Now, if I were a half-crazed alchemist with a heartstring and a new scheme up my sleeve, where would I hide? Is it just me or there are pigs flying? It hurts so much. Oh, there's poison in the water. Some laughing stuff. Oh dear, that doesn't bode well. To the upper levels, Jana, quickly. Poisoning the springs? You truly are the lowest of the low. You flatter me. It was just a little poison. Really, it's a treat. I'm afraid I couldn't contaminate all the water here, but we're having oh so much fun with our shiny new hallucinatory toxin. So away from the spring, Shanna, now. Protecting the healer, are we? How sickeningly sweet of you. But you ought to watch your step as well, my dear fairy pie, or fairy apple. Lest you find yourself seeing stars, or, The red is Artemis. What the fuck? Oh, she's been poisoned as well. Noah, you look absolutely hideous. Or should I say adorable? Why, you're as boony as a porcelain doll. The hell's are you on about? Oh, very interesting. Yes, very interesting indeed. I believe I may have poisoned myself. Now that's a predicament. And guess what? Do you recall those antidotes I prepared at the base? Because I've forgotten to bring them. You are your own worst enemy. Do you know that? I suggest we retreat before you decide to dive headfirst into the springs for fun. Unbound scum. You think we'll allow you to walk free after all the chaos you've caused? Well, yes, actually. Have you seen Illuret? She's in no state to contend with you, and I've never been one for rough and tumble. Of course, you're welcome to give chase, provided you have no qualms about leaving these poor souls to laughing themselves senseless. Oh, retreat though we must. I would call today a rousing success. But were you not, my dearest bushel of busybodies? We've plenty more tricks in store for you and the entire island. Guess we're gonna be using it sooner, perhaps. Phew, I don't sense any toxins in the water anymore, so the spring should be safe again. What will happen to the toxins from here? The toxins affecting wildlife. Wildlife, yeah, let's go with that one. Seeing as Illuret suffered from a taste of her own medicine, I doubt she's mastered much of Heartstring's power. Such any poisons she produces from it would be relatively weak. Most of her handiwork has already evaporated from or with the stream. One might compare it to the way those awful unbound smoke bombs dissipate. And thank goodness they do. In more capable hands, however, the Heartstrings poisons remains active unless dispelled with the Suna or another form of antidote. The same permanence. Wait, what? The same permanence applies to its cleansing ability for our food. Okay. Now there's much on my mind, but I think we've bigger problems to address. First, let's make our rounds of the camp, and then talk about our next steps. I'm going to have a look around the springs to ensure the toxins are gone for good. Could I ask you to treat any victims you come across? Yeah, I'll do that. Go for a round of Suna spam, I guess. Okay, so down this way. Much appreciated, madam. I wasn't anywhere near the water when it was poisoned, but the toxic steam must have drifted this way. When I heard the rumblings about the mysterious mammoths roaming around the camp recently, I was more than a little apprehensive, but I never expected those mammoths masters would do something so cruel. Your efforts are helping us put this turmoil behind us, and for that, you have my thanks, but I can't simply let you administer this aid alone. I should tend to the remaining victims as well. The costumed compatriots, they're gone. Farewell, my visions. Be a rebel in my memory. They say laughter is the best medicine, though I feel far worse than before. Many thanks for putting an end to it. I think I've earned myself another soak and an extra flagon of mulled wine. Pleasant travels to you, healer. Oh, thank the gods. I wasn't expecting to nearly laugh myself to death at a place meant for healing, but at least I can breathe easily now, or easy again. I hear you're chasing after the ones who did this. You're either very brave or very reckless, but I'm inclined to assume the former. In the road, all that laughing has exhausted me, so I may as well take a break from my soak. Thank you again for your kindness, and may the navigator keep you. Okay. Got a white mage up here. No adventure plate though. I just got reminded of another thing that I actually haven't done yet. We might be able to do that after the roll quests. How goes the healing, Shana? I mean, it will depend a little bit on how long the remaining role quests take, but there is the Hall of the Novice that I kind of want to get, or kind of want to do, just to see what was actually added, because there's apparently, I think it's 3 or 4 new things we can do there with a reward, so kind of want to check that out. Wonderful, I'm glad the sooner proved effective. For my part, I've given the springs a thorough look. The toxins have dissipated completely, so the bathers should be safe from here on out. As for Illuret and Gogonoa's antics, I've had a moment to reflect on everything. Now that our work is done, do you have a moment to chat? I'm well versed in the numbing and blinding poisons we use on our hunts at home, but something kept troubling me about Illuret's toxin. I've never seen anything like it. I had no idea it was that it even existed among those scorpion's gifts. Illuret may be inexperienced, but the fact that she learned to inflict hallucinations is quite is a cause for concern. Still, we should try to look on the bright side. She's not yet discovered the heartstrings' cleansing properties, judging by the way she couldn't cure her own ailments. Knowing her as we do, I reckon she only has toxic trickery on her mind. Kokonoa, however, handled himself surprisingly well despite his exposure. Do you recall the man in Limsa who ate the poisoned apple? He claimed that Kokonoa took a bite, yet never suffered its ill effects. He must have some manner of immunity, but how? It's a mammoth. Thinking. This reminds me of the attempt on the Sultana's life. Traditional Dunes folk families often drink poisoned teas to build tolerance. Could be it. Yes. How intriguing. So instead of using an heirloom like the hot string, the Dunes folk train their bodies to endure fatal toxins. I'd be interested to try that tea, as long as I had an antidote in hand. I didn't realize Kokonoas might have had that sort of upbringing, but it would explain why Loretta's tricks don't seem to affect him. Few in my village would even think to consume potentially lethal food or drink without drawing on the heartstrings' power. Yet the Dunes folk do it gladly. The more I consider our different approaches to poison, the more fascinating it becomes. But I have a feeling the bats won't want to overhear talk of poisons after what they have just been through. Why don't we continue our discussion in Limsa? Sure. Okay, I believe this was the level 96 one, so there should be just 2 more quests. So I think it should just be 2 because there it should be level 98 and level 100. And if it goes the same way as the role quest from Endwalker did, we're probably gonna have like a big instanced fight at the end. The whole thing. Wait a second. I quickly went to the 7.1 page for the, or patch 7.1 quests page. I just found out that there's a end quests or a wrap-off quest sort of for the Pandemonium stuff. For the whole Pandemonium quest line. Huh. It's apparently an old Shalian. From an affable researcher, there's a quest. Maybe I could do that one as well, because apparently I get a like minion and an orchestron roll, and also a New Game Plus thing I could do. Okay. Phew. I know I've been anxious to ascertain our thieves' whereabouts, but the things escalated far quicker than I thought. Your presence throughout the whole ordeal was a welcome one, Shanna. What was not so welcome was Eloret's parting words. Whatever she has planned for the whole island, it can't possibly be good. Her acts of mischief have only grown worse since I've arrived in the city. We must take the heartstring back before she causes any lasting harm. Of course, it was Wisdom and Zarek's effort, There's Eloretta. So I'll have to thank them when I get the chance. In the meantime, I'll do what I can, track down our unruly thieves, and report to you as soon as I'm able. Okay. Down by the river. Probably also a reference to something. Shana, I'm glad you're here. I'm on the cusp of breakthrough in our search, or I'd like to think so. This won't come as a surprise, but Eloretta and Kokonoa went back into hiding after the Bronze Lake incident. With all their grandstanding, I wasn't expecting them to lay low for so long, but I doubt they'll keep it that way. Fortunately, we have prior experience to guide us, so now our culprits have traveled all over Vilbrin, and they don't appear to be retracing their steps. Here, Costa del Sol attracts many visitors, so that seems a likely target. They say it's owned by an entrepreneur named Jiruju, or I still don't know how to pronounce his name fully. Perhaps we can ask if he spied anything out of the ordinary. Okay. Okay. What a picturesque scenery. I hadn't expected Costa del Sol to be so grand. From what I gather, Gigeruju should be just up ahead. I don't suppose you've already acquainted with him? I know him very well. For better or worse, yes. Yeah. That's not very encouraging, but as long as you're on good enough terms, I'm sure we'll be fine. In any case, let's be on our way. He's not maybe the best person, but we're on good enough terms, I guess. Well, if it isn't our favorite intrepid adventurer, what business brings you to my abode? Why, yes, I did spy that lovely specimen of a Hyur. Alas, I was so entranced by her feminine wiles that I cannot recall any such entourage of Lalafelin men or mammoths. Would that I never drank that wine she so gracefully gifted me. A single sip and I saw oh so many stars. I thought them wonderful in those first blissful moments. So he's been poisoned. Oh. I partook of the drink amongst my retinue of kittens. Yet as the rush of stars subsided, I found myself surrounded by a flock of unfamiliar faces instead. At first, I presumed the wine caught up to me faster than I had anticipated, but time passed and the unknown faces stubbornly remained. I dashed across the shore in terror. In the midst of the mayhem, I could hear her, the wine-wielding beauty, manically laughing in the distance with some other chap. I feared these cackles would be the last thing I ever heard. Which is precisely why I found it appropriate to slap the sense back into him. Judging by the way Master Kekeruju was standing around at the time, I suspected he'd been in his cups. Drank the whole bloody bottle too, so if you wished to investigate the wine itself, I'm afraid that won't be possible. Can you blame me? Questionably as of her wine, questionability of her wine beside, that woman was immaculate, a sight for sore eyes. Any gentleman of taste would have fallen for her tricks. Though we may lack the drink in question, we received reports of mammoths roaming Raincatcher Gully not long after the incident. If you intend to investigate any further, you'd certainly be doing us a favor. Any news of wayward mammoths is promising for us. We'll give the gully a look and relay to you whatever we find. Godspeed out there. And our next destination is clear, but before we depart, Shana, might I have a word? Okay. Based on Gigaruju's account, it's safe to say Loretta's discovered a new poison. Also similar to the hallucinatory toxins used at Bronze Lake, it strikes terror into the hearts of its victims instead. I have a bad feeling about this. She's gaining a potency with the heartstring at an alarming rate, so we must tread carefully when next we cross paths with her. As for the mammoths, Gogonoa doesn't seem the type to send them wandering around aimlessly. That's why I think we're bound to have some clues. I think they're bound to have some clues on them. If we can track those mammoths down in Raincatcher Gully, we may be able to discern what those two are planning next. Okay. Survey the location and defeat any enemies that appear. Okay. Music from Alo Alo Island is actually pretty relaxing, I would say, since that's the song that's currently playing. That was everything. And there are the river survey notes. And looks like she also fought some mammoths. These two of them. Phew, I think we cleared out the mammoths. How fared your hunt? Comprehensive report detailing Vilprin's every waterway. They're gonna poison all of the water. So they've been keeping a record of the island's rivers. Oddly enough, the mammoths I came across were patrolling the river as well. Now that they've tasted their poison on, or tested their poison on Bronze Lake Spring, do they mean to take to the rivers now, or rivers next? Ooh, a slightly more animated cutscene. Watch out. She was grazed with the poison. My, that dart was laced with a potent numbing toxin. But nothing bruises our favorite. Nothing bruises our favorite fairy apple. It seems. You never cease to amaze and annoy me in equal measure. She is like to have the same manner of immunity as I. Her village was positively brimming with poisonous flora and fauna after all. I have a request for you, my dear. Would you please give up on your little trinket? Pretty please? Wait, what? I have a request for you, my dears. Would you please give up on your little trinket? Pretty please, what? Oh, it was to us. She was saying that. Okay. I thought she was saying it to Kokonoa. I wish only to revel in the fruits of my devilry, yet you continue to spoil my every attempt. And trust me, I despise our conflict as much as you do. Indeed, do you think we enjoy watching our finest mammoths suffer at your hands? Enough. If you truly wanted to end this, you'll hand over the heartstring. The scorpion's gift weren't meant for a petulant, childish criminal like you. Fine then, no more Mr. Nice, Loretta, but answer me this. Who have my antics killed, Who? No one, I remind you. So why must you refuse me? Why must the world refuse me? Our blighted society have never looked fondly upon my love for mischief. For years I despaired, until my unbound family and its leader granted me the greatest gift of all, love and understanding. So long as I remain unbound, I care not what the wretched masses think. I shall play my tricks as my heart desires, and all who stand in defiance will know my wrath. That includes you, my dears. My next game will finally plunge this island into the chaos I so desperately crave, and I will stop at nothing to see it realized. I really hope that we end up knocking one of those bombs right into their face, like in maybe the next quest. Sorry to worry you, Shanna. I'm feeling much better now. I'm ashamed I didn't sense the mammoth's presence quickly enough, but I'm glad you came out of the ambush unscathed. That aside, I wish they didn't use such putrid smoke to make their exits. Don't know if my nose or my stomach can take any more of those awful bombs. With Eloretta and Kokonoa gone, I doubt we'll be able to find much else here. Let's return to Costa del Sol and inform them of the latest. Oh, sold some yarn for 27,000. Very nice indeed. Shall we report to Kekarujo? Unless have they been by here again, giving him more poison? already? How fortuitous, or ominous, or both even. I take it you found those wayward mammoths. Surveying Wilbrand's waterways, are they? Out of the recent poisoning of Camp Bronze Lake, we have reason to believe the culprits are planning to make Wilbrand's rivers their next target. So the culprits are one and the same, then. I'd had my suspicions since I caught wind of the incident at Warm Wine Springs. Regardless, this bodes ill. We may not know which of these rivers they'll strike until it's too late. Well, I shall not stand for any more preposterous poisonings. It would be prudent to inform the Maelstrom of these potential horrors. The one who poisoned you, her name is Illeretta. She stole something precious from my village, and I must recover it, no matter the cost. If you learn anything of her whereabouts or her plans in the coming days, anything at all, I'd like to hear of it as well. Well spent on finding her, eh? The brave one you are. Oh, I couldn't possibly deprive a lovely lady of the information she requires. Worry not, for my servant shall sally forth in your general direction the moment they hear of Illeret's newest misdeeds. Oh, thank you. That'd be much appreciated. It's going to be an uphill battle, but we can't afford to let Illeretta and Kokonoa elude us any further. Come, Shanna, it's back to Limsa Lominsa for us. Or with us. Okay. Back over to Limsa. Okay. Now to stand around for potentially like 30 seconds before anything happens. Just trying to check if I've gotten a message back from the person that I've been talking to about PC stuff. And I also just noticed that my mom had basically sent a video in the family Facebook chat that they had basically decorated their house. My parents have basically decorated their house for Christmas now. Even though there's still, what, 13 days left? I don't know why she is, like, decorated this, like, that early. But no reply from the PC guy. Thank you, as always, for your support. Shana, Kikaruju was interesting, to say the least, but I'm glad we obtained the information we needed. Don't know why I allowed Illeretta to say her piece. I should have swallowed my pain and taken up my spear. Could have apprehended her right then and there, and yet... there's no more room for mistakes. The longer Eloretta lurks in the shadows, the greater the threat becomes. Countless lives are at risk. The next time we find her, we end her tricks once and for all. For now, I'll remain here and await news from Costa del Sol. Okay. An antidote for anarchy. Last quest. Hello there, Shana. I've been on the lookout for anyone from Costa del Sol, but nothing yet. Perhaps we should travel over there ourselves just in case. Mr. Shana, Mistress Doshkana. Forgive me the sudden entrance, but I bring a message from Masake Geruju. Your quarry has been sighted in eastern Landosia. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't leave early. Thank you for bringing word. Where in eastern Landosia were they last seen? Master Wiresgate, something like that, but recently received a report from Master Braveflux, a trusted associate of his. We're told a number of inbreakers with fidgety tools and tinker dolls infiltrated her long stop. We have little doubt the inbreakers and tinker dolls. She speaks of our Eloretta and her troop. I see. Then we'd best find this Braveflux and soon. Indeed. You're like to find her by the entrance to her long stop in Raincatcher Gully. My master and his associates wish you good hunting. Should get a first-hand account from Braveflux as well. Perhaps she'll have more to tell. Let's be off, Shana. Wonder if we're gonna have to use some of Braveflux's cheese to deal with any of the stuff there. Because a thing about goblins is that they apparently very much like stinky food. And one type of food that I think we learned about that during the Wancho Makey stuff, but we know that Braveflux very much likes to make cheese, apparently. Because I believe we need to help her make some cheese or something like that during the quests. When we have to deal with the Titan. Hey there, Braveflux. Shiko, Uplander Guppy friend returns to Longstop. So this is Braveflux. I told her she reminded me of a Moblin, but I got a bit of a scolding for that. Not Moblin, she says, Guppies. Yes, Guppies, and Guppies require handlinting to backstrike at inbreakers. Inbreakers bring a big flock of tinker dolls to search for water gush. Water gush. Does Eloretta mean to poison the island's water source? This must be why they were researching the rivers. The toxins are strong enough. Anyone or everything that draws near the water would grow terribly ill. Vilbrand would fall into disarray. Poison makers, no good for Gubby folk. No good for Vilbrand. There are hearts in need of many punishings. This goes far beyond surgery. We must end Elred's ambitions here and now. Doubt she'll come quietly, and she has the heartstring at her disposal, but with your aid, Shana, I know we can take it back. As soon as you're ready, we'll storm the long stop. Okay, time for the fight then. Well, this is it. Ready to storm the long stop, Shana? Let's do it. Hopefully I'm able to do it as well without failing. Has he changed outfit or something? There they are. Oh, I knew bringing those bits and bobs for battle was a good idea. If you're after some manner of surrender, with heartfelt embrace and handing over our magic heirlooms, you come to the wrong long stop, my dear. You monster, you plan to poison every waterway in Vilbrand, don't you? But of course, the trick is to let the poison stew for a few bells, with a hearty helping of those tantalizing toxins and a dollop of the advanced alchemy process. Poof, this eyesore of an island will get a taste of my finest work yet. My latest masterpiece neither dissipates nor evaporates, and no amount of inherent immunity can save you from its influence. It may be safe to the touch, but one tiny sip will have you begging for mercy. That's no jest, by the way. I won't begin to describe what manner of havoc the experimental doses wreaked on me, but I will look forward to seeing how it affects the general populace. Oh yes, the residents of Linselements and its adorable little hamlet rely on this water. So many, very many people, blissfully unaware of what's to come. And every single one of those wretches will be at the mercy of our malice. Every single one. If she unleashes those toxins into the waterways, it's going to end up far worse than Bronze Lake. Playtime's over, Elaret. The only riches I see here are you two. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and right now and snooze the ads a little bit, because I have 12 minutes left and I don't want to suddenly have to deal with that stuff during the upcoming fight. Okay, your precious scorpion once hunted prey with these poisons, yes? Perhaps I should learn from its example and revel in the thrill of the chase. I suspect that's my cue to back away. I'd rather watch the chaos unfold from a safe distance. These venomous gifts keep on giving. My baby aether is infused with their essence. So now, my dears, unbound. Elaret Venomheart. It's time I hunt you for a change. God, Fabo. Welcome to the stream, Fabo. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do this fight then. The honest hunt. Okay, so you said she'll charge on that, I should focus on healing. Okay. So she has gotten like several buffs there. What's the keybind again? I have to put that. There we go. I should probably kill her. She keeps I think she's like constantly giving herself more and more poisons. Okay. Stand the Scorpion. I think she might have poisoned herself a bit too much. Things are going decently well, I would say. Okay, she just keeps boosting her stuff. I think it might be that one. Oh, he's getting chased now by mammoths. Ah, see what's going on. There'll be a self-destruct sequence happening there. So just make sure that we destroy that thing as fast as possible. Oh, and that from her. Yeah, so you kind of just knocked yourself out. Yeah, all of her buffs now became debuffs. Nice. We were able to beat her. Seemed a bit more silly than an actual serious fight. I think the music also helped a bit with that. Enough, Elaret. We must escape while we still can. A smoke bomb, quickly. We're gonna knock it back into their face, I'm guessing. Ah, fine, have it your way. That's not a smoke bomb. Wait, that's a goblin maid. She's so rosy that she doesn't know what's going on. Oh no no. You'll rue the day you made enemies of the Unbound. Is this gonna be kind of like a Team Rocket sort of situation with them being slightly incompetent, maybe? Like all of them? Or is it just gonna be these two? She's left quite the mess behind her. Nothing the heartstring can't detoxify though. Let's hurry and clear away the poison. There you are, Shana. Came running once we heard the explosion, but I'm pleased to see you're none the worse for wear. Lorette and Kokonoa picked up the wrong explosive. We should consider ourselves fortunate that goblin bombs resemble unbound smoke bombs. Shiko. Gobby bombs and friendly faces win the day. Or Gobby booms. Inbreakers goes flying skyward. We made our rounds of the long stop as well. The enemy mammoths patrolling the place have all gone lifeless. Your treasure is safe, I trust. Yes, thanks to Shana's support. Very good. Should those troublemakers survive the impending fall, they won't pose the same threat without it. If they do happen to show their faces around here again, I'll notify the Yellow Jackets to be on the lookout for them. They'll send their regards and their deepest gratitude, of course. Okay, are we gonna get sent back to Limsa maybe? Nope. are we gonna get sent back to the inn into the Olalo? The heartstring is safe again. Thank you for everything, Shana. Thank you too, Brave Flux. We might not have found Illaretta and Kokonoa without you. Shiko. Brave Flux, happy gifts, hand lending, important for all good guppies to offer hand lending to fellow guppy friends. It's an honor to be counted among your guppy friends. Now, as eager as I am to get the heartstring safely back to Tural, I'd like to say my goodbyes to everyone here first, if that's alright. Wisdom and Zerek deserve to know how everything transpired in the end. For one thing, shall we make our way to Ailport? Sure. See, we have 4 minutes until ads start again, so hopefully this conversation with them won't take too long. Well met, you two. How fares the hunt for Illaretta? Send them flying, did you? No, those are what I call good tidings. To think they'd confuse a goblin explosive for their own smoke bombs. Ha! Serves them right, I say. With Miss Lushkana's heirloom returned, we can breathe a collective sigh of relief. I, for one, am pleased. There will be no more risk of poisoned elixirs. I wouldn't have wished those hiccups on my worst enemy. By the way, Miss Lushkana, I knew you traveled far to get here, but I didn't realize you hailed from Tural. That's quite a voyage. Will you be heading home soon? Yes, that's right. Billprint is a fascinating place, but my village is probably a word sick about me, and the heartstring too, of course. Though your time here was short, you'll be sorely missed. You still have much to learn, but one day perhaps we might find our way to Tural as well. Oh, that would be wonderful. And when you do, I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. And you, we had a feeling you were no ordinary adventurer. Imagine our surprise when we learned that you were the savior of the realm herself. One of the Yellow Jacket acquaintances boasted about meeting the Warrior of Light while investigating serial poisonings. And that's when it dawned on us. She sends her regards, by the way. We've mobs to go before we reach your lofty heights, but good God's willing, we'll try to rise to the challenge. Indeed, you've given me much to aspire to as a fellow healer, and I shall do my utmost to follow your shining example. Be well, you two, and may we meet again on distant shores. Thank you both for your help. I'll never forget it. It's time I return to the Yolan. It would mean the world to me if you come to Shanna. I wouldn't want to report our success to Pini without you. Still don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. Alright. I am thinking I'll start the ads, like the 3-minute ads, and then while that's happening, I'll go to the location and get ready for the completion of the quest. So, see you guys after the ads. Okay, so looks like ads are playing now again. Yeah, we'll just head over to the location. I might quickly check my retainers. just to see if they have brought back anything. Didn't really notice if they had if I had gotten that message or not. Yep, they are done. Talk to you again. It was you. Go. Okay. I just gotta wait like a minute and 20 seconds for ads to finish up. Let's see, that's gonna be the first gold quest I'm gonna be done with for Dawn Trail. I forget, where is... Yeah, there it is, Hall of the Novice. We're gonna be doing this after, I'm thinking. Maybe I'll do it on one of the tanks. Because that's the tactical training exercises. Kind of want to do them just because they shouldn't be that long, and they have a reward that I just kind of want to get just for completion's sake. And I also kind of want to just see what it's all about. I kind of doubt that I'm going to have that much trouble with the exercises, but who knows. Alright, looks like the ads are over. Yeah, let's finish up the quest. Rushkana and Shana as well. Your combined presence here can only mean one thing. Shana and I have brought the heartstring home. So you have. I regret that I could not assist you, but I am relieved that all is well. Words can express my gratitude to you both. Taking back the heartstring was no easy task, but I learned a great deal on my journey to Eorzea. One of the Unbound, a man named Kokunoa, possessed an inherent immunity to poison, built up by years of regularly ingesting small amounts. Rather than relying solely on the poison's gift or scorpion's gift to detoxify us, perhaps we might learn from those traditions and build up a stronger immunity of our own. It would be prudent to prepare ourselves in case something like this ever happens again. If we are to continue living among the deadly, perhaps it's time we found new ways to overcome the challenges we face. Throughout my life in the village, I thought I knew everything there was to know about the heartstring, but I now understand that the scorpion's gift can easily become a curse in the wrong hands. Its power can poison a single water source, threaten countless lives on a whim. Yet at the same time, its detoxifying powers can save just as many. Began to wonder, could the heartstring provide succor outside our village? Should it? Or will the risk prove too great? Excellent questions, all. Knowing what the heartstring is capable of outside our borders, we must consider this carefully for our future, for the future of our people. I am certain your father will wish to speak more of it upon our return. As you can see, our community has much to consider if we are to keep thriving. But for the moment, I am simply glad the heartstring is back in Tural, and I can't thank you enough for your help. Till I met you, I'd never hunted alongside a healer, but knowing I had your support filled me with courage. You are a heartening presence, one I am going to miss dearly. You have my gratitude and my trust, Shana, now and forever. But as much as I like to, I can't keep you any longer. Nepine and I have a long trek home. Wish you all the best, and I hope, I know, we'll meet again someday. Okay, that should be the end of it. Yep. A heartstrings, a heavy burden. Nice, that should give us a title, I think. Oh, that's not yet actually, huh? Oh yeah, we don't get the title in Singular until we have done all 5 of them. And I've done the one that's going to be coming out in, I think it's 7.16. So that's around 2 months-ish from now, at the very least. Alright. I think I mentioned it during the ad break, but I am thinking that we are gonna go ahead and do the tactical training exercises. Because kind of just for completion, but also just see what it's about, because we have all the like tank training, healer training, and DPS training ones. I've done all of them just because I want to get the gear from them back in the day, but now they have, with the recent patch, introduced also the tactical training, which is apparently unlocked at level I believe 49, something like that. I think it's 49 that this is unlocked at. Not entirely sure. Yeah, we have these 3, so I'm thinking we'll just do them to see what they're about. Plus, knowing what these actually contain is going to be helpful for the small thing that I'm currently working on. It's not exactly small, but it's something I'm working on currently. Okay, well, carry out variety of common invasive maneuvers. Okay. My agent here will serve as your opponent, try to get a sense of her upcoming attacks and handle them accordingly. Take your starting position when you are ready to begin. Okay. As you doubtless know, if you maximally strike a wide radius around a given target, the marker looks something like this. So that's just a damage marker. If you sense that you're being marked, you'll do well to move away from your allies so they don't get caught in the blast. Danger is greater. Still, if an ally is targeted with the same time, stand too close to one another and you will suffer double the impact. Exercise begin. here. Our next exercise features a strike so powerful it cannot be endured alone. Allow me to demonstrate its marker. Stack marker, I'm guessing. Yep. Should the enemy perform such an attack, you and your allies must stand together in order to weather it. Upon sensing this marker, locate its target and make your way there as quick as you can. Exercise begin. On your adventures, I'm given to understand that these are known as stack markers. Ring odd to my ear, but I suppose there's not. To start the next exercise, take your starting position. Okay. Next, we'll look at a lethal variety of attack that none but a tank can handle. Hold its marker. Okay, remember, only the tank is equipped to survive a blow of this magnitude. Any other corner blast won't be left standing. Now for a proper demonstration, everyone position yourself so that the tank may shield against the strike alone. The exercise begin. Okay, so I'm gonna be the one targeted. This attack pack quite a punch. Should it fall to you to deal with it, you'll do well to employ what abilities you have to lighten damage. To start the next thing, put the position. Okay. Now let us practice how to handle more precise threats or persistent threats. Taking a note of this marker. Following AoEs. It will follow as a chain of attacks that chase you doggedly. You must stay on move, all the while keeping away from your allies. Spectacular work. With that, your basic training is complete. Now come and speak with me if you'd like to attempt my final challenge. Okay. And then you learn to overcome this final challenge and your training will be complete. Okay. Now begin the final challenge. Once you're prepared, take your starting position. Allow me to test all that you have learned thus far. In this exercise, you will face a slew of different attacks, each of which you must deal with appropriately to minimize the harm you sustain. The exercise begin. So basically just deal with the mechanics as they show up. First challenge done. Okay. Smack this Knæskaller. I mean, this is just exercises. Not trying to hurt anyone. Okay, that should be everything. Kill every last threat with finesse. It is with pleasure that I declare you the because you have passed the challenge. Okay. Okay. So that was the first one. What's the next one gonna be about? Just move a bit further away from that. Okay, all it does. React to floor marker. Okay, so that was attack markers, floor markers. That is react to advanced visual indicators. Okay, floor markers. Okay, 7 things we need to go through then. This training exercise will have you carry out a medley of cutting-edge tactical maneuvers. Yep. Service your opponent. This is for incoming attacks. Okay. Oh, we got a small death wall thing. Let's discuss knockback attacks. Okay. First will look like this. Since that sort of stuff. As soon as you send it, you will have but a few moments to position yourself before you are pushed a set distance from its point of impact. For this exercise, you will have placed a ring of lightning aether around the arena. Your goal is to position yourself such that you won't be sent hurling into it. I wonder if they're gonna mention that arm's length and such can prevent knockback. Bravo, Mistress Majula. So next exercise, take a starting position. Okay. While we're at it, let's review a common variant. Take note of this marker. It's another knockback one. Unlike last time, I don't recommend you stand directly in the center of it, just to receive a most powerful blow to the skull. Less powerful knockback, but still. So, once more, I challenge you to avoid being flung into the lightning. Well, we'll use stand this time. Okay. And take a starting position. Next, we'll demonstrate a proximity attack. Its marker pulses outward like this, or like so. It's the big one of those. With these, the closer you are to its point of impact, the greater the damage you stand to take. Thus, whenever you see that ominous light pulsing along the ground, I advise you to distance yourself as much as possible. The exercise begin. Failure scratch A. Sometimes the simplest solution is to get the hells out of there, so to speak. Okay, next starting position. Guessing it's one where I need to get close or something. Let's move on to tower tactics. This type of attack is one that must be endured rather than avoided. See the tower marker? If no one stands inside, to weaken its impact, the entire party will suffer a devastating blow. Therefore, one person must volunteer to take the tower, shielding the rest of the party from far greater casualties. The exercise begin. I'm guessing there's going to be like 4 towers or something. Or there is just one. Okay, where's the next starting? Let's cover a variant of the tower marker. One you will need to stand inside to protect the others. It's gonna be the one. Oh. I don't remember seeing those that much. Just forget if the tower goes unoccupied. The entire party will pay the price. In this case, you must ensure you're standing within the bounds of the circle before the arcane orb strikes the ground. Oh, it's a meteor one. Work. With that, your basic training is complete. Now come and speak with me once I attempt the final challenge. Okay. So we're gonna be testing on all the stuff we've learned. This exercise you will face a slew of different attacks, each of which you must deal with appropriately to minimize the harm you sustain. Take this one. Yeah, I failed that one apparently. That was because I was standing just a little bit wrong. Didn't pass the challenge. It's basically just the angle of the knockback that I messed up there. I think I was also just unsure of where to actually stand for the towers, to be specific. And I guess I'll just take my position already. Okay, nice. So far I feel like these are actually pretty good for people to actually go through, because holy shit, there are some people that I've seen that do not know how some like markers work, and having them basically do this, like do these challenges, hopefully that can help some of those players actually learn that, hey, don't run away with a stack marker, for example, because I've seen some people that just don't do that or don't move with the stack marker at all. Alright, react to advanced visual indicators. Is that going to include something like gaze attacks, I wonder? Okay, we'll have you carry out even more advanced tactical maneuvers. Agent, combat attacks, so on. Oh. Place themselves in the middle. My first exercise allowed me to demonstrate the proximity tether. Hit marker looks like this. Okay. Think about tethers. When entangled with one of these, to remain near the enemy is to risk suffering a painful strike. Instead, we use what precious few moments we have to retreat until the tether magics weaken. So basically this. Oh, we're going to be dealing with a bomb. Before we move on, there's another type of tether attack I wish to cover. Take note of this marker. One of those. Unlike proximity tethers, these can be intercepted and will allow you to sustain a blow on another's behalf. This exercise, let's suppose your enemy intends to detonate a bomb. To prevent a lethal explosion, your only recourse is to shield the bomb yourself. Great ball of fire. Teach you how to defend against the gaze attack. Okay. That's easy enough. Just don't look. When the spell is cast, all those facing its direction will suffer some manner of unpleasant effect. In this case, petrification. Fortunately, the solution is simple. You need but turn away from the enemy to neutralize its effects efficiently. Or entirely. Okay. Done. A lot of the sort of attacks that we can get introduced to, or they can happen against us. A lot of them are pretty simple to like get around, basically. The next exercise is discuss status effects such as poison or paralysis, and more importantly, the curing thereof. While there are full many varieties of combat ailments, a fair few can be swiftly relieved with Asuna. This exercise lets see you invade the attack as soon as Asuna has done its job. Okay. Okay, minus billion cast. Spectacular work with that. Your basic training is complete. For the trial. Okay, take a starting position. Let me test all that you have learned thus far. This exercise you will face us through different attacks. It's the same that you said before. Okay, we need to intercept. It's an advantage to standard movement sometimes, to be honest. The fact that I can just move backwards from that. I'm guessing if you were to play healer in these, you would have to make sure that you basically heal or cast a sword on everyone. Nice. And with that we get the Neophyte's Ring. And also 10,000 XP. Nice. Okay, so let's see what that ring is exactly. Neophyte's Ring. Item 150. Increasing XP earned by 30% when level 60 or below. Attributes and item level vary according to class/job and current level when equipped. Okay, so this is basically just a more powerful version of the. Let me see here. Do I search ring? I feel like it should show up somewhere. So I think it should be here somewhere. brand new ring. It's essentially this one, just with a slight few more things. But this one does 30% XP when level 30 or below. This one does it below level 60. So I think this can actually help speed up leveling from level 30, because I actually don't know if you can wear both of them at the same time. But you should be able to. But that means that you can essentially have this one equipped and the brand new ring equipped on a job that you have just started on, that's like from A Realm Reborn, so that means below level 30. You'll be getting potentially 60% extra XP up until level 30, and now you're getting one that's like up to level 60. That's pretty nice. Also curious, what does it actually look like? Okay. Doesn't look half bad. And what does the brand new ring look like again? Okay, it looks like that. Yeah, that's honestly not a bad one to get, this one. Hell, if you're actually leveling a job that's above level 60, but you get put into some content that's level 60 or below, you're gonna equip this one now. Because a thing that I have personally done a little bit myself when leveling is I have a Seaman's ring. It has the exact same effect, but it works from level 90 and below. So anytime I've done any content where it's like, okay, I'm level 90 or below in this content, I usually just equip this one because it's 30% extra XP that I get, which is not bad at all. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was a good impression I got from that. Having that they at least updated the Hall of the Novice to give some more information at least. I haven't tried the old ones in a long time though, so hopefully this can get updated a little bit as well, because I believe that these are still outdated as hell. Still get the brand new ring from them though, but I do believe that they are like very outdated when it comes to certain things. So hopefully though they will get an update at some point, because I think they teach, from what I remember, it seems like they teach some slightly outdated concepts in the game, like oh, tanks are the ones that pull. Yeah, that's not actually the case anymore. DPS and healers can easily pull, as long as they just don't run away with the enemies, then it's fine. But yeah, there's some aspects that could probably be updated with the Hall of the Novice, but this is honestly a nice addition because it'll help people learn just the basics about them in a like safe, I guess you could call it, environment, and it also gives rewards, so there's incentive to do it. Yeah, I think for the project that I'm mentioning that I'm slightly working on, I can probably recommend the Hall of the Novice edition here. I think that's, yeah, I think I can recommend it for that. But yeah, let's see, we've done the Pelupelu. I can technically go and do more dailies for them now if I wanted to. We did the healer road quests. That's 1 of 3 done for the mentor status. And we did the Hall of the Novice. So I think that might be where I actually am gonna stop the stream for today, because we're almost at the 4-hour mark, and like 11 minutes-ish. And I honestly also feel a little bit tired. I kind of went to bed a bit late today, so a little bit sleepy. But yeah, I'm thinking that next time that I stream Final Fantasy, unless I've gotten a new PC by then, the plan is to basically just go and I guess maybe do some more role quests. Don't know which ones. Maybe tank, maybe a DPS. Do it. The DPS ones on basically on any of them. Doesn't really matter. But yeah. So yeah, what I'm thinking is, if I haven't gotten a new PC by the next time that I stream Final Fantasy, we'll do just role quest stuff. If I have gotten a new PC by then, we might do MSQ, but then I would probably try and aim that for like a Friday stream potentially, because it is probably going to be like a 4-hour ordeal potentially. So yeah, and then the Alliance raid probably on a Sunday or something like that. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's kind of the plan. So, guess I will go ahead and see if I can find someone to raid. Let's see here. Who do we have? It's going to be online. Also, let me just make it so it's only the music that's playing in the background, so we don't get any weird noises from people walking around. Let's see. Could potentially go with you. How long have you been streaming for? An hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, we can go with you. I'm thinking we are gonna raid Maniwali. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not sure. It's at least something like Mani, I'm guessing. But yeah, I think we'll raid her. So yeah. As far as the next stream goes, I don't know when it's gonna happen. Hopefully I'll be able to do a stream at least Friday and Sunday next week. We'll see. Maybe I'll be able to squeeze in a stream throughout the week. But yeah, as per usual, we'll have to see if it's gonna be possible, but I'll try and see if I can do that. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today's stream. So thank you everyone for watching and chatting and whatnot. And yeah, have fun over on Mani's stream. She is currently doing some art, apparently drawing random characters. So yeah, see you guys next time, and have a good rest of your day / night, whatever. Yeah, see you guys around.